Hello everybody, I am back with you again. This time, okay, it's been a couple of days trying to get this sorted out so I can do this tutorial, because originally I had this lovely kind of champagne pale gold mesh that I was going to use with this tri-colored mesh that I got at Joann's, and I finished cutting it and I was about 3 cuts short of what I needed. So after going out to everywhere, I realized that I had bought it 60% off on clearance after Christmas. So so after scrambling and color matching and everything, we are thinking outside the box a little bit. So normally I would do both at 10 inches, but the only color that I could find that would match was this beautiful light blue iridescent, because it matches the sign and it matched the other mesh, but I could only find it in 12 inch, whereas other stuff is 12 inch. So this is going to be something new. How exciting. So I've already got all my mesh cut out. I got the other stuff in my basket. I have all my embellishments. I have everything ready to go, which is what you want to do every time you really buckle down to start doing a wreath. Okay, so again, for the sake of time, I'm only going to show you the steps like a few times, so you don't have to watch me make this entire wreath and struggle with this entire wreath, because after you watch it a couple of times, you're going to say, oh, okay, I got that, and then you're going to struggle with it. So I'll cut out, and then we can both struggle finishing putting the base together, and then I'll come back to you and we'll go on from there. Okay, so what we're gonna do is, this is layered ruffle. Okay, so normally I don't buy these forms unless I can get a screaming deal on them. Like, I bought a massive stack at Joann's because everything after Christmas was 70% off. They had these brown ones, and so I was thinking, oh, I can use them for summer or spring, and they had a few other colors as well. So I save these mostly for this method because the space between the bars and the depth that it has, I feel like it's the best technique to use these with. And so I'm going to show you here. This is the first layer, and then this is what it's going to look like doubled up. So we're going to do this all the way around on both. Now you can either, it does not matter if you go around the bottom first or go around the top. I do the top first. I don't know why, I just prefer it that way. So what we're going to do is we're going to do our ruffle. Now a lot of people will do it just flipped over, curls in, and they'll just scrunch it up. I don't prefer doing it that way. Everybody, you just got to find what's comfortable for you, because as long as the end result is the same, then just it's not wrong if it works. One of my favorite sayings is, if it's stupid and it works, it's not stupid. So I just fold it over a little bit, pinch it, and go up. Now because this is 12 inches, you're going to want to have your fingers spread a little bit wider, and you're going to have a little bit more control, and keep pulling out and keep those center lines as keep going straight, and I'm taking stuff with me. You always want something heavy like your scissors or clippers or something like that. And then we grab and pinch, and then we have our massive 12-inch ruffle. I have done this style in 12-inch, and it was the first one of these that I had done. And because both layers were 12-inch mesh, it was about the size of a ballerina's tutu for Swan Lake. So 10-inch, typically the best to do with this, but 12 will work if you can't find the right colors. So we're going to pull And just do one twist, because you are going to have to untwist that. So if you twist it too many times, it's just going to make your life harder. So just give it one good twist, just to hold it in place, and then move on. And seriously, if you can get a decent sized work table, do, because my work table is not that big and it does make it a little bit challenging having the mesh and everything on the table because I can't stretch out. So, but those are all things, like, you don't start off with every little thing. And you work some, you do a couple, you get an idea, and then you think, you know what, I should get this. This should make my life easier. And then you do. And you just accumulate things, and you get more, and it's kind of fun. It's kind of fun getting new stuff along the way on your journey. Kind of like questing. Quest rewards. Okay, so we got our big thing. And put it in. Good twist. I almost got carried away with myself and did a couple there. I shouldn't do that. Shouldn't do that. Gotta catch myself. We all have those little things that we need to catch ourselves. Like when we first start out with deco mesh, and then we decide to put our embellishments on, it's hard not to get carried away and cover the whole thing with ribbons and glitter balls and flowers and signs and everything, to the point where you can't even see the mesh anymore. You've got this beautiful mesh and then you cover it all up. That is definitely something I struggled with. But we all have our little things that we gotta catch ourselves on. I am also an over twister. I over twist. I'm scared things will come apart. Okay. Okay, let me see. And you know what? We'll go ahead and do this last one. I'm gonna do this last one. And another thing that I really like about these frames is that there's only 13. Oh, I forgot to tell you, and I vowed to myself that I was going to say this at the beginning of every video because it drives me crazy, clicking through back and forth on a tutorial, trying to find the lengths. So if you have this, it's gonna be 13, but essentially however many tinsel ties you're gonna want, or you're gonna have on your thing, is going to be the number of cuts that you need of each kind of mesh. You're going to need that amount. So with this, it's 13. So 13 cuts of 30 inches, and that's going to be your base. And then you're going to need 13 cuts of 15 inches, and that's going to be your top layer. So 30 inches, then 15 inches of however many tinsel ties you have. So with this particular one, 13. So I apologize. I will try and do better about that in the future, of letting you know what the measurements are right at the get-go. Sorry. It's been a distracting day. Okay. One more. Fold. One thing that I do like about these types of deco mesh methods is that you can walk away and take a break if you need to, because if you haven't worked with deco mesh for a long time, if you're just starting out, your fingers get raw like really quick. It's scratchy stuff. Even the really good quality stuff is scratchy. So it's okay to take a break when you have these particular styles. As you just tie it on and you already got your stuff all cut and everything. It's like, okay, I'm gonna go watch some Netflix while my fingers stop throbbing. And then you come back to it. Okay. Okay, so we've got our top done, and See? Baskets are handy. Love my baskets. Let's stick with the scissors. Okay. Oh, and this stuff, this more cloth, like burlap mesh, this cannot be cut with a wood burner. It just burns, it does not cut. So you will have to use a rotary cutter to do this, and to, I mean, if you're careful with it, it shouldn't really fray, but it's always good to take precautions and do that deco mesh spray stuff, and my brain's dead and I can't remember the name of it. But if you go to the craft store, they will know what you were saying, and you can tell them the crazy lady on YouTube or Facebook told you that there was this stuff, and they will say, oh yes, we know what that is.
I have a surprise.
Hopefully. Oh, that's amazing!
Yeah, it's a monster coming out of this.
Yes, I see.
If it sees you, it pops out of this.
Mm-hmm.
It scares you away.
Oh.
But it's a returned one.
Oh, okay. Can you go show Luna? Mommy's doing a video. Okay. Okay, sorry I wasn't really talking during that. Okay, yeah, and so you just do. See how pretty that is? I think this will be pretty. I hope this will be pretty. We don't know yet. This is an adventure. I have no idea how this is going to turn out. I might have to improvise and put some stuff in. Okay, so roll, squinch, 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 squinch. Okay. And we're gonna untie, squunch this in. See, this is what I was talking about in my other video. You don't wear rings, you don't wear jewelry, because your hands are in this. They're in it. Okay. Okay, so you can kind of see what's going on here, and don't worry, we are going to do stuff to where you're not going to be able to see these. So before it was going to be gold underneath, so I think it would have been less noticeable. I don't know. But, okay, so I'm going to cut out so I can finish filling this up, and then we will move on to the next step.